not incoming deans, the deans, substantive deans of schools. Some are representing, not representing the deans, substantive. I have on my extreme left Dr. Bernard Alunda, the Dean, School of Mines and Engineering. Please raise your hand so that they can see. An accomplished researcher who has completely transformed the School of Mines and Engineering. I almost thought of registering for a course there, but since I chair Senate, it was conflict of interest. But when I retire from the university, I might come there for a PhD in electrical engineering. Next to him is Professor Susan Choge, the Dean of the School of Education. Next, the pioneering, the founder Dean of the School of Education. Once I've introduced you, you can see it. Next is Dr. Mwamburi Mcharo, the Dean, School of Agriculture, Earth and Environmental Sciences. A very accomplished researcher too, and we are very grateful to have you. And next to him is the Dean, who is the only Dean that is a full professor. All right? You know there are two levels of professor. There is associate professor, then there is professor. Some people call full professor. That is Professor Wilson Cheriot, the Dean School of Science and Informatics. Thank you very much, Professor Cheriot. I now want to introduce two great people who are the incoming deans. They are just waiting for maybe 2-3 days, then they will be substantive deans. I asked the two to stand. We have on my extreme right Dr. Nation Adero, who is the incoming Dean, School of Mines and Engineering. Thank you, Dr. Adero. And next to him is Dr. Ann Kelly Kabura, who is the incoming Dean, School of Agriculture, Earth and Environmental Sciences. Thank you. There are some directors, please stand. Those who are directors, we have Dr. Samuel Mutua, the Director of Academic Quality Assurance. I skipped something. There's a very important person, Professor Justin Maganga. Professor Justin Maganga is our registrar in charge of academic research and outreach. We have next to him Professor Maurice Ogada. Professor Maurice Ogada is the founding Dean, School of Business, Economics and Social Sciences, and now the manager for the Center of Excellence in Environmental Mining, Environmental Engineering, and Resources Management. So you can see it. And I want to introduce our CODs very quickly and HODs. Those that are not introduced. We have here, please stand so that I can go quickly. I have Professor Magoha here, Godfrey Magoha, who is the chair of Department of COD, Department of Computing and Informatics, or Informatics and Computing. We have Mr. Lucas Maulana, who is our officer in charge of research and outreach. We have Madam Sophie Chwaga, whom everybody must know. Madam Sophie Chwaga, the Dean of Students, and she's great. Once she came in office nowadays, I just sleep soundly and wake up knowing everything is well, and the students can be sure that she will be under very good leadership of Madam Sophie. We have here also our librarian, and every time you go to the library, you'll be finding him there, Mr. Magori. How did I miss the other CODs? We have our COD for the Department of Civil and Environmental chairperson of the Department of Math, as a physical scientist, math, statistics, and physical sciences, Madam Lois Yuan, a chemist herself. All right. And there is another person who didn't stand, but he's on the platform, so I'll ask you to stand. Extreme right. That one is very important. I've never introduced him, but I will introduce him today. Mr. Brian Kizuka. That's the name of Mr. Brian Kizuka. Very important. Very important. That is Mr. Brian Kizuka is the head of the transport department and also works with the vice chancellor in the office of the vice chancellor. And sometimes he also takes me where we are supposed to go. So when you see him, most people, when they see him, they know the vice chancellor is around. And when they don't see him, they know the vice chancellor is not around. Those who know what I say, you may hear. You know, the Bible says they will listen and listen, but they will not hear. Others will see and see, or they will look and look, but they will not see. So you better look and see. You better listen and hear. Thank you. I've taken long, but that's an exercise I was given. Now my 4 quick things as I go into reading my speech. May I ask something very important, ladies and gentlemen? And I assure you, we are going to finish very quickly this morning. Could I see who has joined Taita Taveta University because somebody recommended this university to you? Somebody talked to you and said, this is a university you should join. And you joined because somebody recommended the university to you. Raise your hand. They don't know why I'm asking that. Okay, 1, 2, 2. Okay, those two stand. Those who are fearing, don't stand. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now you the 3. There are so many now who have got the confidence to stand. Now those 3 just come here. There's something I want to do for you or to you. Just come to the platform. Very quickly, can I clap for them? Very good. Is there somebody here who was recommended? You came because somebody recommended you to this university. Only men. No lady was recommended to us. Terrible. Okay. One lady. Enough now. Enough. Just come. They are enough now. Security. Stop there. Just come near the VC. Today you have a privilege that nobody else has and will have. I finished my university studies without ever coming near a vice chancellor. But today they have the privilege of not only coming near the vice chancellor, but shaking the hands of the vice chancellor and speaking into this microphone. Hallelujah. Amen. Isn't that great? You know, nobody else should come. And I want to tell you, I always tell people that one time there's a very great thing in the Bible which says, have you heard the story, those who have read the Bible or been told the Bible about the time Jesus says he told the disciples, go across, they got into the boat, and then the wind started blowing. And then he started walking slowly. Then they were afraid, thought it was a ghost. Do you know the disciples feared a ghost? They did. It says they feared, he thought Jesus is a ghost, and they were crying. Then he said, don't be worried. I am the one. I'm Jesus. Then one of them said, Jesus, if you are the one, bid me to come. Call me to come to you. And what did Jesus say? Come. had the power, the confidence to jump into the water, even if he had never walked on water. The others were telling him, I guess, usijifanye. Do you know I mean this principle? Anything greater than water will sing. And you know you are lesser than water, you will sing. But Peter, that disciple, jumped in. And what happened? Truly he started doing what? Singing. When he started singing, what happened? Those who didn't jump started laughing at him. But something changed. He cried to Jesus, and the Bible says Jesus held his hand, and now he started walking with Jesus on water. When he was walking with Jesus, this is your first assignment in this university. If Jesus said the second time, come, how many would have jumped out? Everybody to have an opportunity to walk on water, but only one, he only called once. So I want to shake your hand. I want George to take their names, all right? Their names, we'll do that. But let me begin from here. I give you an opportunity, you shake my hand, I ask you a question and you answer me. All right. How are you? What is your name?
Francis Elvis.
Francis?
Elvis.
Elvis. Can you tell us who recommended you here?
My physics teacher.
Physics teacher. Okay. From which school?
Kuwait Secondary School.
Kuwait Secondary School. George, get that physics teacher. I want to invite him in our next graduation ceremony, and we want to recognize here. Thank you so much for coming. Okay? And then you take their line. Everybody who is on stage here, George, they have free lunch today or dinner, whatever they choose, fully paid by the Vice Chancellor. And then choose the most expensive meal in there. Don't say ugali sukuma. Choose the most expensive meal, free. Please take their names. Na hapa hakuna corruption. Si mumeona? Yes, so you pass, you give their names, they will be taken by security. Okay? Come quickly, faster. Yeah. Tell us your names.
I'm Omani Godfrey.
Omani Godfrey. Who recommended you here?
My brother Dominic Ongoba.
His brother Dominic Ongoba. Is he here?
From here last year, he got a first class honors.
He got first class honors and graduated from here. You know which program he was taking?
School of Agriculture.
School of Agriculture, Dr. Mwamburi. Do you know that student?
Oh, yes, sir.
You can come here. Yeah, you know that student who got first class honors and recommended a brother to come to Taita Taveta University. We are giving him internship for 1 year. And take carefully what I'm saying. Thank you very much. You have your day, right? Yes, come here. Faster, faster. And apart from that, they are hearing on television. Did you know that? Yes. Yes. So it's very simple. Tell us your names.
My name is Rigano Mauchil.
Who recommended you here?
My friend Elvis Ouma.
Elvis Ouma.
Yes.
Where is he?
He's a second year at Karatina University.
Karatina University. Can we clap for him? And boy, you get his friend's name. You say it's called who?
Elvis Ouma.
Elvis Ouma. I will tell you which reward we are going to give him, but God bless you. Go and sit and have your opportunity. This one is even already branded. Loudly so that you hear.
My name is Taita Taveta.
Yes. Who recommended you here?
My uncle who is studying in this school.
I was studying at this school.
Yes.
His name or her name?
His name is Wandiko.
What? Daniel Mwadikwa studying at this school. Get that person and bring him to me. There is a reward from the Vice Chancellor for him. Thank you very much. Let's pray for him.
My name is George Wellington.
Yes. Who recommended you?
My friend, Innocent Onyango, a student in this school, is going to be a second year this year.
He's going to be a second year this year.
Yes.
I wish he was here. Take his name and bring him. He has a reward from the Vice Chancellor, and I will tell him what it is. Thank you. Can we clap for him?
Good morning, everyone. A pleasant morning to every one of you. My name is Victor Amondu, and currently I am the chair representative of those students studying mechanical engineering. To everyone studying mechanical engineering, I big you up. And everyone not studying mechanical engineering, I hope you're having a lovely morning today. I was recommended to Taita Taveta University by my big sister. She's called Gate Banjiro, and she's studying at Kenyatta University.
Now, that is a lady studying at Kenyatta University, and George, you take the name. We shall invite her to our next graduation. When I say invite her, it means we shall pay for her transport, put her in a good hotel, and she will be recognized during our graduation. So thank you very much. God bless you. Yeah, your name?
William Mboga Sobel.
Again?
William Mboga Sobel.
Yes, who recommended you?
My elder brother
Elder brother, where is he?
in this institution right now.
In this institution called?
Joel Sobel.
John?
Joel Jefta Sobel.
Excellent. Can you take the name? Can you take the name and you have a reward? You also tell that person they have a reward from the Vice Chancellor. Okay? We are almost finishing. Yes, your name?
Praise God. I am Timothy Siango Mwandikwa. I was encouraged by my schoolmate Elijah Tony Kidome, who is currently in this school, and he is pursuing a Bachelor of Education Science, Mathematics and Physics, and also in addition to that, he is the Prayer Secretary of the Christian Union.
Excellent. Very much. Please take the name of that student, and she has a Vice Chancellor's reward. Okay? Yes, our only lady who was brave enough to come and say she was recommended. Tell us your name and who recommended you.
I am Esther Denia. I was recommended by my friend who lives at Attachment and studies here, Victor Ngumbao.
Give us the name again.
Victor Ngumbao.
Which program?
He's doing Bachelor of Education Science, Maths and Physics.
Very good. Bachelor of Education, Science, Maths and Physics. That student, take the name and bring that name to me. There is a big reward for that student. Thank you very much. Please write. And last but not least, tell us your names and who recommended you.
In order of seniority recognition, I greet you all. Dennis Masoti, I was recommended by my uncle. He works here, is I think part of the examination office there. He's called Vincent Okioga.
Vincent Okioga, I know Vincent Okioga actually employed him and signed his appointment letter as a staff of this university. That is great. Can we clap again for Vincent Okioga? Can we clap again for Vincent Okioga? Vincent Okioga has a very big reward for us. He is in the examinations department of this university. Of course, he will never steal any examination for him because we don't allow it. But we are very grateful for Vincent Okioga. I wish he was here. He could get the VC's reward instantly because he recommended you here. Thank you so much. Give your name and have a seat. That is the greatest thing I wanted us to mention, and I want you to continue being ambassadors of this great university, that you can recommend and bring people so that we can be together here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are no longer students. You are no longer pupils. You are ladies and gentlemen. Can we clap for ourselves? Four things I wanted to mention. Number one, you are in the right place. You are doing the right thing. Because only about 39 years ago, specifically in 1986, not even 39 years ago, I should revise that one. 42 years ago, I was seated where you are as a first year, being addressed by a vice chancellor. 42 years ago. And look at what God has done for me. And if He has done for me, He will do for you. You are great, you are on a good journey, and you are in a good institution. Aim to be what God has planned for you. Number two, you are the very first group under the new funding model, student-based funding model, that we are meeting and who are coming to us with the fees having been reduced by up to 40%. And we are very grateful because our students, we have looked at your fees and we see that we are enjoying the fruits of what our government and your comrades did that resulted into the reduction of fees. I want to advise that each one of you who needs government sponsorship in form of scholarship, in form of loan, in form of upkeep, you have to go into the Higher Education Fund portal, student portal, and apply for government funding. It is only after you have applied in the portal that you will be subjected into the means testing instrument MTI, and then you will be rated and you will be advised what you are to pay. That is what we call your tuition fees. In other words, the contribution by your household towards your fees. You will know only if you go to the Higher Education portal and make an application. Also remember, ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed first-year students, that you have to apply every year. Don't say, I applied. And what I received in the first year is what will continue automatically for the next 4 or 5 years will be here. You will be required to be making an application every year. In other words, year 1 you apply, year 2 you apply, year 3 you apply, year 4 you apply, year 5. Those whose program will be 6 years, you do that, and then everybody who applies has automatic funding from the government depending on the level of your need. You are also coming here when this university has launched a number of new programs that we did not have last year. These include Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, Bachelor of Tourism Development and Management, Bachelor of Public Administration and Policy, and we also have Bachelor of Shipping and Maritime Management, which is the very first degree at degree level in our country. We have launched those new programs, and the university is happy to have students into this new program. The university is expanding rapidly and very fast, and next year we are also going to launch a number of new programs. We are a university of engineering, applied sciences, and entrepreneurship. Whatever program you do it has that focus. Whether it is education, whether it's economics, whether it is finance, whether it's in agriculture, we focus on the entrepreneurial aspect of the program that you are taking. Next year, this university is going to launch a number of new other programs. Some have already accredited by the Commission for University Education, others are at the very end. These include Bachelor of Science in Geomatic Engineering. It also includes Bachelor of Science in Cyber Security and Digital Forensics. It also includes Bachelor of Science in Software Engineering. It also includes Bachelor of Science in Materials Engineering and also Bachelor of Science in Geomatic Engineering. All those programs are going to run next year. They are also hoping to launch our sixth school, the School of Health Sciences. And we are expecting it to run by September next year when we have our new students. Therefore, as a university, the whole idea, we continue venturing into niche programs for our country and continue working towards achieving and contributing towards the identified developmental agenda of the government and as enshrined in the bottom-up economic agenda and all transformation agenda and also in the Vision 2030. I was also to mention that you are great and mighty. One of the challenges we have had in the past in this university has been shortage of water. We have worked very hard since this institution was established in 2008 as a campus of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. And even since we became a fully fledged university in 2016, we have been having shortage of water. So we do water rationing. But I'm happy to announce you are the first group that when you entered the campus this week on Monday, the water pipes also entered together with you. And they are almost reaching the water tank. So you are going to be the first group. You are so important. You carry with you the blessings of God to this institution. And soon, everywhere you walk, you will be just having water which you can drink, you can bathe, you can water everything. It is just going a few meters to entering into our 4.5 million liter water tank, and we are very grateful to the government for what is being done for our university. Secondly, is it secondly or second last? I want to say that you have joined a university where we are very keen and we are very focused in terms of internationalization. In this university, you will have many opportunities for international exchange. In this university, we take up to 30, sometimes 26, 40 students to Germany every year on a study program. We also take our students to China, our students go to Australia, our students go to the USA on our exchange programs. Not only our students, our faculty, we are highly internationalized. And even just yesterday, this university was hosting a high-level delegation from the German embassy, where we are working on a program of migration, labor migration, where our graduates in engineering and other important areas, particularly mining and mineral process engineering, will be able to transit to get jobs in Germany and in other areas. We are, as we have said, we discussed with them also on the issue of our program on tourism development and management. And we have discussed with them on how they can help our students to be able to do German language alongside the professional courses that you are doing, so that when you finish, and even before you finish, you are ready for migration as a professional to go and work outside and have that experience. So this university is going places, and you are in our focus as we move to those other places. I want to say that we are therefore very happy to have you here, and we know that your experience here will be very rewarding as we come to an end. So, having said those few remarks, allow me therefore to just make my formal speech. Deputy Vice Chancellors present, the Registrar, Deans of Schools, Directors, Heads of Departments, Faculty and Staff, Student Leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, our first year graduate students, the newest members of Taita Taveta University family, good morning. It gives me immense joy to stand before you today on this very important occasion, the Vice Chancellor's address to the first year students. Today, you formally begin your journey as members of this great institution. Let me start by congratulating each and every one of you for earning a place at Taita Taveta University. Admission to university is not a small achievement. It is the result of your hard work, your determination, and the support of your parents, guardians, teachers, and communities. In a special way, we want to thank you, your parents and guardians, for entrusting us in molding your future. We do not take that trust lightly. Dear students, entering university is more than just progressing from high school. It is a major transition in life. University is not only about attending lectures and passing exams. It is about transformation of your mind, your character, your outlook on life. For the first time, many of you will be living independently, making your own decisions and managing your own time. This freedom is exciting, but it comes with a responsibility. I want you to understand this. University is a place where you discover yourself. You will discover your strength, your talents, your passions, and yes, even your weaknesses. Here at TTU, we are not just preparing you to graduate with a piece of paper called a degree. We are preparing you to graduate as men and women of integrity, of courage, of innovation, and of service. Your time here will shape the person you will become for the rest of your life. I often say that university life is like a blank canvas. Each one of you has been given brushes and colors. Over the next 4 to 5 years, you will decide what kind of picture you paint. Will it be a masterpiece of excellence, resilience, and achievement, or will it be a canvas left half empty because of wasted opportunities? The choice, dear students, is yours. And I dare say that in this university, like I've always told our students, especially the first years, the freshers yourself, that in this university, the purpose of our university is to give you, our students, equal opportunity to become an equal. Remember that. At the university, we give you equal opportunity to become an equal. Why do I say that? We expose you to the same lecturers, that's equal opportunity. We expose you to the same curriculum, that is equal opportunity. We expose you to the same examinations, that is equal opportunity. We expose you to the same laboratories, workshops, field attachment, everything, that is equal opportunity. We expose you to the same water and hostel, that is equal opportunity. We expose you to the same laboratory facilities that we have, that is equal opportunity. However, depending on what you do with the opportunity you have been given, you will come out on the last day of your engagement at Taita Taveta University. When I will next meet you dressed the way I am, you will see me dressed this way only twice. Once, when I'm welcoming you the way I'm doing. The second and final one is when we are conferring degrees upon you. And when we are conferring the degrees, we shall be calling some first-class honors, others will be saying second-class honors, upper division, others will be called second-class honors, lower division, others will be called pass, and others will not even have an opportunity to be told what type of pass you have had. So, we are giving you an equal opportunity now. Use it wisely so that you will be among the best, like our students who have worked hard and gone out of this university. During our days, when you finish Form 4, they used to say, mtoto wangu alimaliza masomo. And that may be happening everywhere. Mtoto wangu amemaliza masomo. Because you have finished or you have completed your 4th form. Now, when you complete your university, some of you, the parents, will be telling you, mtoto wangu amemaliza masomo ya university, isn't it? But when you come here to graduate, after reading and getting the first degree, we now give you power to do what? To read and do that, all that appertains to that degree. What does that mean? When you graduate with your first degree, what has happened is we have given you power now to do what? To read. So read further, and if you are going to read further, it will depend on what you do with what we are giving you from today. Before I go further, let me tell you a little about the institution you have joined. Taita Taveta University is a rapidly expanding university, but one with a proud heritage. We began as a campus, grew into Taita Taveta University College, and today, since 2016, we stand as a fully chartered public university, the only national university located between 2 national parks. We are proud of that identity. We are not only the only university located between 2 national parks, Savo East and Savo West, but we are the only university in Kenya that lies along the famous modern SGR rail line, where you can come here and take a ride in our SGR train, right? You can come here by train from Mombasa, from Nairobi, wherever you come. You can fly here, chartered. You can use a shuttle. And this university, like you have realized, if you come from your village or your house, which has tarmac at the door, you can come all the way to your classroom and to your dormitory, your hostel on tarmac. You only step on the mud or dust if you want to have that experience. Have you known that? Yes, because our university is dustless. You have pavements everywhere. You have cabro everywhere. So you only go to the dust place. If you want to experience dust, you can go to the gardens. But this is great. You can check this in other universities. You are in a university in Kenya that has the biggest sports pavilion. I hope you have visited. You can visit other universities and tell me which university has a stadium like that one that TTU has. Great. You can go there and check for yourself. TTU is number 1. In this university, we have half-size, Olympic-size swimming pool. It's available, and I hope you have seen it or you will see it. And with the water that is coming in, you can always go there, swim the way you want, eat as you swim, and study even harder. That is Taita Taveta University. We are the only university that enjoys the breeze, and you can visit and see elephants. In fact, you don't even sometimes need to pay. You only need to go to the boundaries, and you might be lucky to just spot an elephant. That is Taita Taveta University, the home of ideas. You can't get that anywhere else. This is the only university where you can live in the morning on Saturday, go to Mombasa, enjoy the white sands, and come back in the evening. Because we are just near the ocean. And if you cannot afford, just come and talk to me. I will sponsor you one trip and you'll be able to go. Do you understand that? Even an idea has come. Those students who are recommended that were here, apart from the Dean of Students, I want to go with them. How many were they? 10 only. And Brian, I want to go with those students, the 10 students, for dinner at the Boy Wildlife Lodge. On a date I will give them. And when we go, make sure you take nice photos with elephants. In that lodge, they are so close you can almost touch them. And post them and say, this is TTU, the home of ideas. Our mandate, ladies and gentlemen, is unique. TTU is recognized as a center of excellence in mining, mineral processing, environmental management, and natural resource development, and of course education. We are strong in engineering, education, business, agriculture, and ICT. What this means is that you are joining a university that is deeply rooted in solving real problems faced by Kenya and the wider African continent. Our motto, Home of Ideas, reminds us that our university is not for learning, but a place where discovery is done and new innovations created. We are very proud of our lecturers like Dr. Samuel Mutua, who actually invented a new mathematics formula that's not just for today, but for the future. I think I always want to recognize this. Dr. Samuel Mutua, please, may you stand and come here. We are very proud of Dr. Samuel Mutua. Dr. Samuel Mutua is the Director of Academic Quality Assurance, but he's an alumni of Taita Taveta University. He did his first degree here. We absorbed him as a teaching assistant and sponsored him for a master's degree at the University of Natal, nowadays called University of KwaZulu-Natal, for his master's degree as a mathematician. Now he finished within a year. It should take 2 years. Then they saw a great brain and they gave him a scholarship to continue with his PhD at the University of Natal or KwaZulu-Natal, where I also obtained my PhD from. And then he finished his PhD within just 2 years. And we were very keen that this brain does not remain in South Africa. He was able to come to this country. And we are very proud. Can we clap for Dr. And I want Dr. Mutua to just tell you that formula in 30 seconds and sit down.
Okay, thank you, Vice Chancellor. So one of the Saturdays, I was just studying on the sheds just next to the classroom there, around 10:47. So thinking about how I could approximate the area of the triangular field, I remembered something I was told when I was in Form 2 about the Heroes formula. When I went to Form 3, they brought trigonometry and there was another formula where I could use 2 sides and some angle there. And then I thought of this. If somebody was able to use 3 sides, another one was able to use 2 sides at 1 angle, why can't I use just 1 side and some angles and be able to approximate area or fields? And I was able to derive a formula I proved it, that it was giving the same answer as what was existing. And that was it.
Can we? The reason I'm calling him is to show you and to show Kenya and to show the world that Taita Taveta University is very careful. We don't grow unnecessarily big. We are calculated. So we may be small in numbers but very big in brain and big in innovation. And that is what matters. And so we are very happy with that is why we are home of innovation. And we know you are going to give us the next discovery. It's just the way that somebody discovered about the force of gravity, who was sitting under an apple tree, isn't it? So when you sit under our trees, don't just sit there and start dreaming how you ate ugali and chicken and which next ugali you will eat. Dream on what you can discover and what you can innovate. Innovations have not ended. We need you to be researchers that are going to discover things. Do you get me, ladies and gentlemen? Yes. I've been challenging our students. Come up with a new innovation. For example, we always have something which we call beauty contests, isn't it? You are aware of beauty contests? How many are aware of beauty contests? You have never heard of beauty contests? Wow! How many have heard of beauty contest or watched it? Is it shyness or is it that you are so uninformed? I don't expect a Gen Z who doesn't know what beauty contest means. But somebody will say, where we discover Miss Kenya. You have heard of that? Where we discover Miss World. You have heard of that? They say Miss M-I-S, Miss Kenya, Miss World, Miss County. Have you heard that? Yes. Now, you can come up to discover Mrs. World, Mrs. Kenya. Must it only be Miss? That's an innovation. An innovation is an improvement. It's not an invention, it's an improvement, either on a product or a service. Yeah? It's just an improvement. So you can improve instead of saying Miss Kenya, you now start a new contest which we call Mrs. Kenya. Another one, we have had enough of beauty contest. You can now introduce ugly contest. Instead of identifying the most beautiful person in the world, you identify the ugliest person in the world. You will be surprised how much money you will make. Do you get what I'm telling you? I'm told high jump. How many know high jump? High jump. Very good. That one many of you know. High jump. Long ago, high jump, people always moved away from the rope or the pole. Then they ran towards it, lifted the front leg, and they jumped over. They did that until they had stagnated at the highest point. Somebody said, must you always go with your leg first in front? He said, I will do an innovation. Then he said, I will run towards the post. When I reach there, I will turn and approach it with my back. And nowadays, many people who are doing high jump, they don't run following it, facing it. They reach there and they go with their shoulders first. Have you seen that? Yes. Now, why can't you discover a new way of high jump? That you can be able to go beyond where they are. Can you? Yes. That's why we need you. So please, we want you to be innovators. We don't want you to be a people who think that everything in the world has already been discovered. TTU has made a significant leap in its innovation and research commercialization agenda, following the award of 3 patents by the Kenya Industrial Property Institute, KIPI, last year. These patents, awarded in recognition of original technological inventions developed within the university's engineering and applied sciences departments, which signals a major milestone towards becoming a hub for homegrown solutions-oriented research. The 3 patents that this university registered last year are: 1, in smart farm technology, a patent that is aimed at transforming agriculture in arid regions. This patented innovation applies Internet of Things and machine learning to revolutionize agricultural productivity, particularly in arid and semi-arid lands. The second patent that was registered by this university last year is smart miniature biogas, right? Small miniature biogas system, which is centered on miniaturized sensor-integrated biogas system designed to address household energy needs while promoting organic waste recycling and biofertilizer production. The third patent that has been registered by this university as a result of research and innovation is radio wave technology for safer industrial operations. This innovation is aimed at improving operational safety and efficiency in high-risk industrial environments, particularly in the mining sector. It utilizes radio wave transmission to enable remote control of heavy industrial machinery, including conveyor belts, high voltage circuits, and large ventilation systems from a distance of up to 1 kilometer. Now, these 3 inventions and patents are a product of this university. And I want to thank our Dean of Engineering, Dr. Alunda, who has been very instrumental working with other staff to be able to come up with those patents. I'm aware that Dr. Alunda has applied to be considered for associate professor, and I hope your interview in October, you'll be able to be successful. Now let us talk about academics, which is the heart of the university life. From this day, you must begin to take personal responsibility for your learning. In secondary school, you had teachers constantly reminding you to read, to do homework, to revise. Here, the story is different. Lecturers will guide you, but they will not chase after you. You must develop self-discipline. Success at university is not about how smart you are, but how consistent, focused, and determined you are. I want to emphasize integrity. There will be temptation to cheat in exams, to copy assignments, or to plagiarize work from the internet. But let me assure you, shortcuts will cut short your future. At TTU, we uphold the highest standards of academic honesty. Every graduate of this university must carry a degree that is earned, not one that is stolen. Employers, communities, and families are counting on you to represent this institution with pride and integrity. Beyond lectures and exams, I urge you to be curious, read widely, engage in research, ask questions, challenge ideas, and innovate. We live in a rapidly changing world where yesterday's answers may not solve tomorrow's problems. Kenya needs young people who can think critically, who can analyze issues, and who can propose solutions that are both creative and practical. TTU provides you with laboratories, libraries, ICT resources, and mentorship opportunities. Make use of them fully. But let me remind you, education without character is dangerous. At TTU, we seek to train not only professionals, but also responsible citizens. You will be judged not only by your grades, but also by your conduct. Respect for others, honesty in your dealings, humility in your success, these are the qualities that will take you far in life. Stay away from drugs and substance abuse. They will ruin your health, your studies, and your future. Stay away from negative peer influence. Choose your friends carefully. As the saying goes, show me your friends, and I will show you your future. We have a zero tolerance policy against sexual harassment, gender-based violence, and any form of discrimination. Respect your colleagues regardless of their gender, ethnicity, religion, or background. Remember that TTU is a family, diverse, inclusive, and united. I must emphasize that we shall not tolerate a student who attempts to harass any other student. A male student harassing a female student. A female student harassing a male student. Neither do we tolerate any staff member harassing or molesting any of our students. Any form of sexual harassment will automatically attract suspension or expulsion to you as a student, and it will attract dismissal to you as a staff of this university. This must be known, and this must be understood, and this must be avoided at all times. University life is not just about books. It is about developing the whole person. Here at TTU, you will find opportunities in sports, music, drama, debate clubs, and student leadership. These activities build confidence, teamwork, and leadership skills that will be valuable long after you have left the university. We also encourage entrepreneurship and innovation. Through our innovation hub and incubation centers, students can develop ideas into real businesses. I challenge you to think of solutions for the community around you, whether in agriculture, technology, health, or business and education. The university will support you through mentorship, training, and even seed funding where necessary. Dear students, though you are studying here at Taita Taveta, your horizon must be global. TTU has partnerships with international universities and institutions, including in Germany, in China, in the United Kingdom, in the US, in Australia, in Ghana, in South Africa, in Zambia, and many others. These collaborations bring opportunities for exchange programs, scholarships, and joint research. Some of you sitting here today may find yourselves in Berlin, Beijing, London, Colorado, and many others in the next few years representing TTU. I'm always very happy, by the way, whenever I'm on the plane and gentlemen and ladies come to me and say, Professor, you taught me. Professor, I'm a graduate of Taita Taveta University. Sometimes I'm in supermarkets in Nairobi and even out of this country, and students come to me. I feel very privileged to have been part of the success, your success, and I want to be equally proud to be part of your success in the future. Use your knowledge to improve Kenya, Africa, and the world. Let me speak frankly about challenges. Some of you may face financial hardships, others may struggle with adapting to university life, some may feel lonely or homesick, others may face academic pressure. These challenges are real, but they are not the end of the road. Seek help early, talk to your lecturers, talk to the dean of students, talk to the counselors, talk to friends, talk to the DDCs, and talk to me if none of the people I've mentioned are helping you. Do not suffer in silence, because there is someone always there for you and there is an answer. Nothing is impossible. In academia, I want to give you another takeaway. And I always say this to both my students and staff, that the only impossible thing in a university is for anything to be impossible. Did you get it? The only impossible thing is for anything to be impossible. Time management will be one of your greatest tests. There will always be distractions, social media, endless chatting, parties, and so on. But time wasted cannot be recovered. Learn to prioritize, create a study plan, and stick to it. Balance work with rest. Take care of your mental health. Remember, resilience is the key to success. So my dear students, what kind of graduate do you want you to become? We want you to be globally competitive, locally relevant, and morally upright. We want you to leave DTU not only with knowledge, but with wisdom. Not only with a degree, but with a vision. Not only with skills, but with values. Your time here is short. Only 4 or 5 years. Make every day count. Participate actively. Leave a legacy. Make your family, your community, and your nation proud. As I conclude, I want to once again congratulate you for making it to Taita Taveta University. This is now your second home. We welcome you with open arms. We believe in you. We will work with you. But remember, the effort, the discipline, and the commitment must come from you. Success is not external. It is the result of deliberate choices made daily. Allow me to end with a quote. The future is not something we enter. The future is something we create. Today, by choosing TTU, you have taken the first step in creating your future. May you create a future that is bright, impactful, and fulfilling, like my own future was. And remember, give God space in your life and let Him guide you, let Him lead you, let Him bless you, and walk in the knowledge and the will of God. I told you that 42 years ago, I was sitting where you are, listening to a vice chancellor welcoming me to the university as our first year. But more importantly than that, 45 years ago, I was seated in a hall like you are, in another high school, preparing to sit for exams that take us to the university. And somebody came to our high school then. And some good people had organized something they were calling Weekend Challenge. And somebody was preaching the word of God. And I had left Kisumu Technical High School saying, when I go to Mombasa, nasikia Mombasa ni raha. Nasikia watu wakisema kuingia ni harusi, kutoka ni matanga. Nikafikiria, nataka niingie na nitoke kama matanga, ama nitabadilisha hii. I told you I'm a person of innovation. People are saying Mombasa, kuingia ni harusi, kutoka ni matanga. I reversed the saying. I say, kuingia ni matanga, kutoka ni harusi. Na mimi nataka nitoke kama mtu wa nini? Wa harusi. And as that person preached and went on and preaching and went on and preaching, that day, on 17th of May 1980, I gave my life to Jesus Christ and accepted Him as my personal Savior. And I've walked so. And I've never been regretful of that action. When you give God room in your heart and in your life, He will guide you, He will bless you, He will lift you, and your parents will have nothing to talk about you. Even as a university will have no problem with you. Because if you give your allegiance first to God, then to man, then you are not a problem to the government, neither are you a problem to the university. I ask you and urge you to give room to God and to Jesus Christ if you believe in that, and commit yourself to it. And if you are a Muslim, serve the God you believe. But I urge you to give room to the Lord in your life. With those many words, ladies and gentlemen, that I've spoken to you, I welcome you to the home of ideas, and I say, may God bless you and lift you until in the next 4 or 5 years, I will stand again the way I am, proudly ushering you into your graduation and conferring degrees to you. Welcome and God bless you.
In a special way, I want us to give the Vice Chancellor 20 factorial in a special way. So let's prepare our hands. This is special because we are going to have such event in the coming 4 and 5 years, God willing. So we can spare some 2 minutes just to give a 20 factorial. Can we start? We start. Thank you so much. So I want to give Kennedy Obunga, kindly come and give a vote of thanks as you wind up. Kindly come and give a vote of thanks. And we prepare ourselves to finish. Kennedy Obunga is the Chancellor for School of Education. Just newly appointed yesterday as the Chancellor for the School of Education. Thank you so much, Chief Guest. Our Chief Guest, Vice Chancellor, Taita Taveta University, Professor Fred Samuel Barasa, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Outreach, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Finance and Planning, Deans, Directors, lecturers, my colleagues, first year students, good morning. Good morning again.
Good morning.
First, I will take this opportunity to give thanks to Almighty for far He has brought us up to this moment. Secondly, I would like to give thanks to the school at large for the opportunity they have given us to join their institution and to better ourselves so that we can become better people in the future. I will not pass without giving thanks to the subordinate staffs for the caring they have rendered onto us, and also they have been available and also assisting us in any way. Thank you so much. Actually, our chief guest, the Vice Chancellor and your deputy, personally, I've walked around the institution and visited some offices, especially the Dean of Education, the library, and also the hospital. Actually, in the Dean of Education, there is a lot of, in all the offices, there is a lot of hospitality. When you go there to the Dean of Education, the Vice Chancellor, you find a lady there. Actually, she smiled first before attending to you, making us feel comfortable and also make us at ease too. So when I went there, I requested for an help which was not concerned to their office. And actually the head of that institution, when she's a madam, when she was formed, I don't know whether she's a professor or a doctor, but she will forgive me. She came running towards me so that she can assist me in giving me direction. I was surprised because how can an old professor run to help me? And that's I've not been to all the offices, but from what I've seen with the offices I've visited, the Vice Chancellor, I think they are also offering the same hospitality. So thank you so much again. To me, this institution is the best among the best, and the hospitality the hospitality here is at the top. So I will encourage all my fellow first-year students to be a good ambassador outside and inside the school. And we should leave this school better than the way we have found it. May God bless Taita Taveta University, and may God bless us all. Thank you so much.
Before the Vice Chancellor and the procession leave, we'll all stand and then allow the procession to leave. And then after that, we'll remain standing, and then we'll give you more information from there. So at this juncture, I want us all to arise and for our national anthem, which will also act as our final prayer for this evening. We can all sing the stanza for the national anthem together as the Thank you so much. Let's allow the Vice Chancellor procession to leave. We remain standing. We can give 3 factorials they leave, kindly.